Why, Rexy, you look all better, boy. Good as new. Did my Rexy get a new brain? You're a man of your word, no doubt about it. I can't thank you enough. If you want, hold on to Rex for a little while longer. I'm sure he'd enjoy that. Was there anything else you wanted? All right. I'll see you later.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet? We haven't received any information yet from the bug. Please report back when you found a way into House's network.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Hello, sir.
Luck's about to change. I can feel it.
You'll get no trouble from me.
Hey, I just do what I'm told.
You'll get no trouble from me.
This ain't your business. Walk off and forget you saw anything. What? Oh, shit. I heard of you. Look, we didn't mean nothing by this. Just following orders. You want us gone, we're gone. No problem.
Thank you. They were going to kill me. I'll be fine. Eventually. I may have overheard some things at Gamora that I passed on to the NCR. That's all. Honest. No. Well, not really. I mean, I'm not listening through doors or sneaking around or anything. People talk out loud, and I just pay attention. The NCR likes to keep tabs on the activities of the families, and they pay me good caps to hang around the casinos and keep my ears open. What? I only talked to Captain Curtis over at McCarran. I would never work with slavers. Honest. Okay. I do odd jobs here and there, usually helping Sarah keep the vault tidy. I came to New Vegas to be a professional gambler. Too bad for me that the professional part isn't working out so good. But I love gambling, so I'm here to stay on the strip until they kick me out. Goodbye.
We got the message. We're going. Hey, I just do what I'm told.
Use of force. Deploying grenade. Searching for target. Partner unit disabled.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone. If personal gain, what you sought, should have done as asked. there be a hell for you. A Tartarus, bleak, unending.
Searching. Confirmed. Obituaries of the recently deceased Mr. House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the Vegas Strip, are still available. Just ask any Securitron.
What did you put a plug in his cock tube to make him explode? All right then. Let's roll out then.
Wow, look who thinks they're better than me. Oh, fuck off. You're not better than me. You're just some dumb fuck wastelander here to visit my sweetie, like everybody else. Meanwhile, she refuses to accept me as a client, just because I called her a slut. Even though she is a slut. It's her entire job. Like, sorry the truth offends you, but you literally suck dicks for caps. That makes you a slut. My problem is that we live in a society that tells women that it's fine to be sluts. Whatever happened to traditional marriage? Back in the days before the war, every strong man had a subservient woman behind him, and they were both happy. Nowadays, women are all whores. They stupidly enter abusive relationships with dicks, then come crying to good guys like me when things go south. They expect hard-working men like me to support their bastard children and provide a shoulder to cry on. We're their backup plan. Meanwhile, the dick she was with moves on, nailing the next stupid skank in his ever-vast queue of female morons. So, yeah, I'm pissed that society has fallen so hard. The collapse is imminent, I promise you. Well, another collapse, I suppose. You mean that group of weirdos that keep attacking Hoover Dam? Why would I do that? Seriously? I've busted my ass for 40 years, proved to the world that I'm a strong and capable man. And what do I have to show for it? Nothing! Never been with a woman. Never even got a kiss I didn't have to pay for. But some dumb red skirt stabs a few babies and chucks a few sticks around and gets rewarded with his own personal woman? I'm done with this. Vegas can keep its whores. I'm going to join up right now.
Hi again. Ha ha ha! I wash my bone with Sippy. I have Pogo. Phoebes a rope. Goodbye. What do you want? What about him? So I've heard. When their first assault on Hoover Dam failed, they didn't give their general a medal and a pat on the back. Oh, you tried your best. Better luck next time. Here's a participation medal. No, they set him on fucking fire and threw him off a goddamn cliff. From what I've seen, the average legionary can run twice as fast as an NCR soldier. Well, that's not saying much, since most soldiers suck at running. You think I'm slow just because I'm not young anymore? You'd be surprised. Oh, easily. I've heard the training regimen is brutal, but for someone like me, it'd be smooth sailing.
Humph.
When your lands become NCR lands, you should learn to speak the NCR language. Period. Some jokers just don't get that. Call me crazy, but the Legion doesn't sound half bad. Think I'll head east and see if they can handle a man like me.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm. I'm hungry.
Hello again. Need directions? What's this? A letter? It's signed by Senator James. I know him. Let's see here. Operation was a success. Raiders eliminated. Land retaken. Sold. I can't believe this. It was a mother-loving conspiracy. The NCR commanders were ordered to look the other way and let raiders pillage our farm. Once the raiders had killed my family, the NCR moved in and seized the land and gave it to Brahmin barons. I I think I'm gonna be sick. My mother was always butting heads with politicians. She was strong and unyielding. They hated her. She always resisted the NCR, never trusted them. Now I see why. She was so mad when she heard I joined up. I don't know. I can't stay here. I'm leaving. Going AWOL. No, they don't. From what I hear, they have extraordinarily harsh punishments for corruption. The NCR always sold itself as the best force of good in the wasteland, a beacon of hope in a dark world. And then they killed my family. For cheap meat. Here, take this dirty money. I'm done with this fucking republic.
Move along.
Awe. Yes, it seems that the Frumentari, who suggested recruiting this person, may have overestimated their capabilities. They've already been whipped for their failure. As for the troll, he mouthed off to a Canturion and was subsequently dismembered and fed to the dogs. Don't worry, this will have no bearing on your reward. You completed the task that was given to you. Yes, he was quite the character. Loves structure and order. He'll fit in well here. His biggest flaw is that he lacks discipline. We can correct that easily enough. Break him, if need be. Good work. Yes, he was full of vigor when he showed up. Teeth clenched, tears and rage in his eyes. He truly was a broken man. Which is great for us, because a broken man is a malleable man. With a bit of time, he'll be a strong fighter. Good work. You've proven yourself useful, to an extent. Florin has seen fit to let you in on one of his schemes. Go, talk to him. Complete his task successfully, and show him what you can do. Wale.
Yeah. Yes, I've been working on this one for quite some time now. I've developed a new toxin that, once ingested, causes the subject to perish in a matter of hours. The death is violent and visceral. This toxin is not easy to make, so I wasn't sure how to best use it until now, but I've finally found my window of opportunity. There's an NCR officer, Lieutenant Cornwall. According to our sources, he's currently wrapping up his tour and preparing to head home, back west. If he ingests the toxin, it should activate right as he arrives back in California. My hope is that his death causes others around him to panic. What kind of diseases are our soldiers picking up in the desert? Is it contagious? Will we all die? These are the questions they will whisper. Oh, right. A poison is ingested, but a toxin is injected. I always confuse the two. Foolish me. It simply requires rare ingredients that grow in different climates, carefully blended to work together, like a good omelet. Simply put, we've only got one shot at this. I've tested it on the local fauna. It worked every time, without fail. I just increased the dosage to kill an adult human. I happen to know that this officer really enjoys coffee. Black, no sweetener. And since this toxin has no distinctive taste... The hardest part might be persuading him to accept a drink from a stranger. You'll have to figure that part out yourself. Good luck.
Awe, are you ready to travel to the fort? The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
We all have our job to do. Sure.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
All right.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
I've read Mr. House's obituary. Had a high opinion of himself, didn't he? With Mr. House out of the way, I can focus on smoothing out a few lingering complications elsewhere in the Mojave. First up are the boomers of Nellis Air Force Base, a tribe so reclusive it lobs artillery shells at anyone who comes near their settlement. I want you to offer them an alliance with my Legion. My terms are simple. Target their guns against the NCR side of the dam when I assault it, and they can keep their freedom. If you find they aren't amenable to this offer, destroy them. Even with the boomers to deal with, you have questions? The boomers settled at the old air base northeast of Vegas many years ago. No one knows exactly how long it's been. It may be that no one's traded with them or even spoken to them that entire time. If so, they're sitting on one hell of a stockpile of ammunition. My scouts have seen people moving around the base. The perimeter's guarded, with spotters in towers directing the artillery fire. They must have extraordinary vision. Some of my scouts were targeted at extreme distances. So no, I can't tell you what to expect inside the base. No one's been inside it, except them.
What else did you want to know? I know he's dead. I know he's no longer a factor. That's all I need to know. Losers don't matter in the history books. He's a fucking footnote. What else did you want to know? I've analyzed the region's tribe to determine how they might be useful. I may tell you more at a later time, if it suits me. What else did you want to know? Wolpes is the best of my Frumentari, a remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy, survived training, fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of Decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Kenturian wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a Frumentari. Whatever I require, infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy, etc. They're mentally flexible. They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied. In all these things, Wolpes is a master. What else did you want to know? My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Kenturian. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent. Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years. What else did you want to know? What else, then? Good. Your first challenge will be to reach their settlement without getting blown up. After that, it should be easy.
Was there more for us to discuss? Excellent. Had you simply killed them, the Omertas would have sent another group after Martina eventually. You've saved me the trouble of coming up with a more permanent solution. And Martina is free to go about her business as usual. Well done. I know the captain well. If you wish to be of service, go talk to him. Bear in mind that you are now responsible for guarding the secret of his true allegiance. If the NCR finds out, we'll know how that happened. Ah, yes. We are forbidden from speaking his true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The Burned Man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction. Wale.
You've proven yourself to be a true friend of the Legion. We have a safe house available to our agents in the Mojave. Here's the key. It's an excellent place to rest and store extra equipment. In addition, one of our veterans, Atticus, visits the house every few days. While he's there, you can acquire items useful for stealthy operations against our enemies from him. The Burned Man was Caesar's advisor and general when the Legion was originally formed. The Burned Man led us to a disastrous defeat at the dam. On Caesar's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon. Kaisar has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again. And so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man. I'll answer if I can. Kaisar has taught us that over-reliance on firearms can only weaken us in the long run. It's why we train heavily with our blades and our fists. Unlike an NCR trooper, a legionary is always ready to fight, regardless of the circumstance he finds himself in. We had the numbers, but not the tactics. I know. I was there at Boulder City when we were defeated. We relied too much on veteran legionaries for direction and leadership, and the Rangers exploited our weakness by killing our best from afar. The NCR Rangers are the biggest threat. Without them, the NCR is nothing. When I was a boy, the Legion conquered my tribe. I was chosen for training as a legionary. I fought in many battles for the Legion. Eventually, Kaisar chose me to lead his Praetorian Guard. It was a great honor. The girls and women were enslaved, and many of the men and boys were also chosen to become legionaries. The rest were killed. We were savages. The Legion raised us up, made us better than what we were. What did you want to talk about? Very well. Wale.
What do you want, Civvy? Sorry, but I don't take handouts from civvies. No offense, but I have no way to trust you. You better have a good reason for bothering a superior officer. Why don't you make yourself useful and return to your post? Do you know how to make a cup of coffee? Or fetch a cup of coffee? This heat is making me thirsty. And cranky. I think there's some in the HQ. I'd get some myself, but I don't want to cross paths with Ranger Jackson. He just about chewed my face off last time. Kid, don't even get me started on promotion points. Not unless you want to hear me rant for a solid half hour. Ah, black. No sugar. Just how I like it. Thank you, soldier. No offense, but I'm gonna pour this coffee into my whiskey bottle before I drink it. Nothing personal. I just don't trust these coffee mugs. Bottoms up! Ah, that hit the spot. Thanks, kid. Carry on. Blue moon, you saw...
Did he now? I wonder if my calculations were off. Or maybe chemical interference from the caffeine? Well, I suppose what's done is done. One fewer of the Republic's profligates to bother with. And his death probably spooked some conscripts. You've done your part, and here's your reward. May Mars smile upon you. Excellent. Here's everything you need to make some healing poultices. Even a child could figure out how to make these. This isn't brain surgery. Wale.
Awe. Good to hear. What reward would you like? We have plenty of those, scavenged from our fallen enemies. Aside from bringing me vodka, no. You've done plenty. Wale.
Move along.
I've got you now. No! Come on. Over here!
True to Kaiser.
Good to see you, amicus.
Morning.
That dog is part machine, but its brain is flesh.
What do you want? I'm here to keep everything in order. As a friend of the Legion, I can offer you some supplies while you're here. No, there are other places that require my attention. I have some goods collected during my travels. You may take something if you wish. Take it.
True. Soldados Linnaeus is on the march. When he arrives, the real slaughter will begin. They hardly even know how to fight.
Let's keep this in here.
Our way. You're in Camp Gamma. This position has just been established in recent weeks, and we are still working to secure and fortify it. The hills provide an advantage for our sharpshooters to fire upon the profligates below. We've been using this position to spy on Nipton. The profligates haven't mustered the courage to try to take this position from us. They may not have the manpower or the guts to do so. There is nothing we need right now. This camp is growing by the day, and soon we will be sending raiding parties even further west. Although if you want to cleanse some of the ghouls near that old test site to the east, I won't stop you. What war? This isn't a war, it's a massacre. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but we didn't even need to take the dam to reach California. At this rate, we will have the entire dam encircled by the time the next battle begins. The NCR troops are weak and haven't earned their right to be called soldiers. The only thorn in our side are the Rangers. Without them, we would already have reached the NCR's capital. Yes, but one legionary is equivalent to 10 profligate troops. Where our boats currently bring men by the tens, securing the dam will allow us to bring them by the thousands. Very observant. Yes, I'm of Exilarius, a standard-bearer for Caesar and the Legion. I serve as not only a leader to these men, but also as a rallying point and a boost to morale. Legionaries would lay down their lives before suffering the disgrace of watching the flag on my back touch the ground. It's rare for someone of my skill and position to be this far west, but the Mojave is the Legion's most important conquest. Until next time.
True to Caesar.
Our way.
Awe, how went the raid?
Awe. And yes, I have returned. The raid was a decent success. A small caravan of profligates making for Novak. We waited in the shadows as they passed by. A bunch of women and children, all guarded only by a couple of rangers. We waited until they crested the highway, and then it was time for the slaughter. We charged them from our positions in the nearby rocks. Took them by surprise, we did. They didn't stand a chance. We cut them down before even a single shot was fired.
Sounds like you guys had a lot of fun. Did the profligates beg for mercy while you butchered them?
A woman was screaming for mercy through it all. But mercy is
True
for
to
the
Caesar.
weak. She was captured and beheaded for her cowardice at the end of it.
Filthy degenerates! Death is a mercy bestowed upon them. They would have made good decorations for a series of crosses.
A cross is frightening to them, but a pile of corpses sends a stronger message. At any rate, I am exhausted. The bloody work of war does that.
Come, let us rest for a while. You look tired, and are certainly worthy of a break.
Awe. True to Caesar.
Morning.
Hold your tongue, wastrel.
True to
Awe.
Caesar.
Hey. True to Caesar.
What business do you have with us? Are these degenerates friends of yours? Family? Whatever the case, their fate is already decided. They have been chosen for assimilation into the Legion. It's true, they have no loyalty to anybody but themselves. They'd probably be terrible legionaries, even if we could break them. Two profligates were chosen at random to be spared the fate of Nipton. Not a bad idea, as we lacked the resources to enslave the entire town. But instead of docile women or impressionable children, these two were declared the winners. I'm pretty sure we couldn't have chosen a weaker pair. And this is why games of chance should be punishable by death. Regardless, my opinion doesn't seem to matter much, and we can't show mercy to our enemies. Absolutely not. The Legion does not show mercy to its enemies. Before you leave, there is something you can do for us. Our orders are to bring these captures back and integrate them into the Legion, but this is a fool's task. If you kill them, you spare us the burden. We're not permitted to put them down ourselves, but we're also not directly under orders to protect them, understand? If they just happen to die of natural causes on the way back to camp, how can we be held responsible? Must I spell it out for you? Yes, I am inviting you to kill these men without fear of reprisal. Selfish degenerate. Help us or don't, it hardly matters to me.
Hello.
Hello.
Awe, true to Caesar.
One more to feed the worms. One more to feed the worms.
Nicely done. It's easy to kill men whose wrists have been bound, but you did us a favor. Have a few healing powders on me, and be sure to visit Cottonwood Cove if you're interested in doing more work.
Awe, may I enter?
Who dares disturb my inspection?
Pardon my intrusion. It is I, the Decanus of this camp, Decanus Aquilus. May I enter?
Your insolence is forgiven. This time, approach.
How goes the inspection, sir?
Hello.
The inspection is going well. In fact, I just finished. Supplies are well stocked, weapons kept up with, camp is tidy. Congratulations, you passed.
That is great to hear, sir. May I ask your permission to relocate this camp? I fear the profligates are getting wise.
Your position is well concealed, and well placed to harass the profligates. I see no need for relocation.
True to Caesar.
Understood, but I fear that profligates will soon discover us. We are well concealed, but the hills may eventually be our downfall if we are found.
Do not test me, Decanus. Do I detect disobedience in your tone?
No, sir, it is not disobedience, but simple curiosity. Why is it our camp must remain when the job is done? Nipton burns, Searchlight is green.
Awe. True to Caesar. Hello.
I'll have you placed on a cross if you continue to bother me.
Awe, true to Caesar.